Had an older gentleman come into my shop last week, and he dropped off this old jack here. He said it was his dad's in his body shop, and he asked if I could fix it. I said, I don't know, but I'll sure give it a try. I'll do my best to get this old jack working for him. It means a little bit to him. Yeah, I'm Marv from Marv's Fixit shop. I've been working on old things like this for over 5 decades. I enjoy doing it. I've dragged stuff home, tried to fix it, tear it apart, see how it works. Sometimes I succeed in repairs and sometimes I don't. Let's see what happens with this old jack. This is an Astroline jack. I don't know much about it. I've worked on a few jacks, but not that many. So what he said it does is he jacks it up. It doesn't hold pressure. So we're going to test it here and just see what happens. Actually, don't see anything happening. So let's tighten this. It's trying to go up. There it goes. It doesn't work. It's not going up. It probably does not have enough oil in it, but he said even when it does, it wants to just go down on him. So what we're going to do is just turn that thing over and see what it takes to get that cylinder out of there. When working on something like this, there's a couple areas I look at. This plunger right here, and then the ram underneath. This is just a hydraulic plunger that when you crank the handle, pushes pressure in the ram underneath. Principle is supposed to raise the jack. You turn the handle to open and close the jack so that you can gain pressure or relieve the pressure. When I say ram, I mean this hydraulic component right here. All that is a jack. Hydraulic jack designed to pump laying down. So the idea is to get this old jack working again. So we're going to go ahead and start the disassembly process. But before we do, just take a look how heavy this old thing is. It's got the steel wheels. The casters work real good yet. Maybe just a little loose, but not bad. Just a good solid old jack. I hope we can get this thing running again for him. Well, let's get this handle out of here first so it's not in our way. And we'll just loosen that nut right there. And that should slip right out, and it does. We'll turn that back. Now what do we have to do? This whole block right here is just one piece. That's the bottom of the cylinder. That works good there. That's got that. Boy, that's got a lot of spring to it. Yep, that sure does. Let's turn her over. Let's see what we have. What do we need to do to get that out of there? I'm working on taking these casters off the side. Yep, as I suspected, this being longer went right into the side of the base of the jack. So those do have to come off to get this to slide out of there. So we got one off, we'll do the other one the same way. They are on there tight. I don't have enough strength to do that without doing it like this, so that's how I'm going to get it off. I'm pretty sure these have never been turned out of this jack before. Most of these hydraulic rams on these old jacks I say most of them. I don't know that for sure, but I was going to say that they have rebuilt kits you can put in them, and that's what I'm hoping for with this one. Oh, man, that's in there tight. For someone that's recovering from a from a hurt back, I am struggling to get these out. Okay, that's that. Let's set that there. I wonder if that loosened that up any at all. It did. That should slide right out of there. Yep, there's a Carter key in there that I'll need to punch out. But before that, I'm going to see if I can't get this spring off of there without hurting myself. Yep, the spring popped right off. So that's loose. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm going to squeeze this and see if I can't tap that down through. Turn it back over. We'll pull it out right here. We'll set that over there. Now, I wonder if I push that and then go like that. Yeah, that should pop right out of there. And it's not. Yeah, it is. There, we got her. Okay. Now let's go to the back of the jack and take a look at it and see what's holding it in. This right here, there's a pin that goes through here. Let's pop that pin out and see if I can't get that jack out of there. Okay, we're looking right here. That's not moving. So let's tap it from this way and see what happens. Not moving. I wonder if I just lift this up and maybe that'll drop down there. So let me get some blocks to sit under here. And we'll pick it up, set it, and let's see if that pops up. It does. Okay. Let's set this to the side now. There's our jack. Let's put this plunger back in there so all the oil doesn't leak out. And we'll set this up like this. I'm going to see if I can get this cap off. To do that, I'm going to have to move to the vise. I got this thing in the vise. I have me a 3/4 inch drive socket that fits right on the top of this nut right here, and the whole idea is to see if we can't get that to turn out. Boy, it's been a long time since I've used these big heavy duty wrenches. The reason I have them is when we was doing our timber framed and working on barns and that kind of stuff. I switched wrenches. Gonna put this on there like that. Let's see if this will move at all. Nope. I'm just gonna turn it in there. So what do I need to do? After a lot of struggle, I got that to break loose. So let's take her the rest of the way off. It was on there pretty tight. Turn this off right here and pull that out. Yep, we got an O-ring right there. We have a seal right there. We'll pull the plunger out. Or the whatever this is called. Right there's your problem. Look at that. It's all broken up. That can't run with it like that. So we have come and we've discovered the issue, at least in part. Okay, the next step I'm going to do is pour this oil out and examine the inside of this. So we have a seal here, a seal here, and this bottom seal, which is broken completely in two. And that went around that. It's got a little split ring on there to keep it in place. Okay, let's look at this end again. Pull this out and make sure we have nothing in there. We have a little rubber seal on that. Let's pour that out. Nothing in there really. That feels rubbery. I'm not going to poke around too hard on it. What do we have here then? Yeah, there's O-rings down in there as well. So this thing has O-rings like crazy on it. And let's see. That's not an O-ring. This is a little seal, and that's part of the seal. So this right here is a seal for that. Now what do we have here? Wonder if I can bump that loose. Let's see if it comes loose. Looks like it threaded in there. Oh yeah, success. Let's turn this out. And there you have it. A little square piece. This turns. My guess is, yep, there's an O-ring right there. And it looks like this pops off. There, look at that. That's a little washer top, and it looks like bottom. And bottom. Just like that. So we're going to go ahead and put this back on here just the way I took it off so I don't lose track of it. We'll set it to the side. And you can't see this, but there's a little ball bearing down in there. I'm going to let it come out in my hand and I'll show it to you. Right there. It's a little tiny ball bearing. Now I've figured everything out, I believe, except I'm not sure what that is in there, and I don't want to go picking around too hard. Although I'm just pretty sure, oh, I guess I shouldn't have done that, but I did anyway. It's looks like a rubber seal. Set that there. And now there's another screw slot. See if this is too big. It isn't, and that turns right out. So we'll take that out of there and see what we have inside there. Let me get it out of here if I can. We have this. Set that right there. Now there's a little piece in there and it fell out. Well, we've had it tore apart. The only other thing that possibly could come loose is this cylinder housing. And I'm going to wait to do that until I get the repair kit. I want to make really sure that I have the repair kit before, the rebuild kit, before I do any of that. I see something down in there that I don't like. I want to see what it is. So it looks like I will have to take this apart, but there again, I'm going to wait until I get the parts in here before I do that. I'm going to go ahead and order the rebuilt kit. This is an AM200F. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to disassemble this jack, but we got her all disassembled. You can see the parts laying out here. And the second part of this video, we'll go ahead and put the rebuilt kit in it and see if we can't get it working. Appreciate any comments on rebuilding hydraulic jacks. If you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. I do all kind of repairs on anything and everything. Try to anyway. If you like videos like these, go ahead and watch one of these up here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Can it be fixed? Sure it can. Can you fix it? You're darn right you can fix it.